Hello students, welcome in the next lecture of matrix algebra. Okay, so in the previous lecture we are going to discuss the row echelon form and the reduced row echelon form of a m cross n matrix. Okay, then using the row echelon form and the reduced row echelon form we have to solve the system of equations. Okay, so today we are going to solve the that is to find the solution of the system of equation using the row echelon form of a matrix or the reduced row echelon form of a matrix. Okay, so here I write the example, that is the system of equation. Okay, this is the system of two equations. Okay, so from that first we have to write the matrix equation. Okay, so that is in the form x is equal to b. Okay, so first we write the matrix equation. Okay, so matrix equation for this system of equation will be, we write here. Okay, so here number of variables are the 3x, y, z. So we have to get the 3 columns and number of equations will be 2. So we have to get the 2 rows. Okay, so coefficient of x will be 1, coefficient of y will be minus 3, coefficient will be minus. Then in the second equation here x will be absent, so we consider coefficient of x will be 0. So 0, here coefficient of y will be 1, z will be minus 1. This is the A matrix. Then the variable matrix, that is x, y, z. Okay. Then the RHS constant will be 0 and minus 1. Okay, so we have to get, this is the x is equal to b. This is the matrix equation, x is equal to b. Okay, then we have to consider the augmented form, that is the augmented matrix. Augmented matrix A oblique B. That is, we have to take A and B matrix in one matrix. Here we consider the B will be small. Okay, which is the vector of R raised to 2, because here it is the column matrix of order 2 cross 1. Okay, so we write augmented form of that matrix 1 minus 3 5, then 0 1 minus 1, and B matrix will be 0 minus 1 column matrix. Okay, then here we have to get, this is the augmented form. Then in next step we have to use the row echelon form, that is using the row operations we have to convert this augmented form to the row echelon or the reduced row echelon form. Here we convert the given matrix to the reduced row echelon form. If we observe here, the given matrix, that is A matrix, which is already in the echelon form, because here for these two consecutive rows, the leading entry of, that is leading entry of the above row will be the right of the leading entry of the second row. Okay, and the below of the leading entry element will be 0. So which is already in echelon form, then we have to convert it into the reduced row echelon form. Okay, for simplicity of the, that is we have to get the simplified form of the system of equations. Okay, so we use the row operation here. If we observe the second row, the leading entry will be 1, already 1. So using this one we make this minus 3 as a 0. So we use the row operation R1 plus 3 R2. Okay, R1 plus 3 R2. Then we have to get the matrix will be 1 plus 3 into 0 will be 1. Okay, minus 3 plus 3 into 1 will get here 0. Then 5 minus, here we will write the operation 5 plus 3 into minus 1. 5 minus 3 we get here minus 2. Okay, 0 1 minus 1. Okay, and we have to apply the same operation on this throughout row. So this element is also changes, so 0 plus 3, and with respect to entry of R2 row will be minus 1. So 0 plus 3 into minus 1 we get here minus 3, and the second row will be as it is. Okay, so this is the reduced row echelon form. Okay, we get, this is the reduced row echelon form of a matrix. Okay, if we have to not given in the question, apply the echelon form or the reduced row echelon form, then always we convert the given matrix into the reduced row echelon form, because by converting given augmented matrix to the reduced row echelon form, we have to get directly the solution of the system of equation. Okay, that is directly the values of x, y, z or simplified form. Okay, so again we have to rewrite the given augmented form here. So 1 0 minus 2 0 1 minus 1. Okay, with respect to entries of b will be minus 3 minus 1. Okay, then we have to rewrite again the system of equation. Okay, so we rewrite the system of equation. We get here x minus 2, here x plus 0y minus 2z. So x minus 2z is equal to, we get minus 3, and here 0x plus y. So y minus z is equal to minus 1. Rewrite system of equation. System of equations. Okay. Again, here if we observe, here we have to get the two equations. Okay, two equations, and here the number of variables will be, here number of equations will be equal to 2 and number of variables will be equal to 3. Number of equations will be equal to 2 and the number of variables will be equal to 3. That is, the number of equations are less than the number of variables. If in this type of case occur, that is, the number of equations are less than the number of variables, then the system of equations, then the given system of equations has infinitely many solutions. Okay, then the given system of equation we have to get infinitely many solutions if the number of equations are less than the number of variables. Okay, always note that this number of equations less than the number of variables, then we get the infinitely many solution. Okay, so we find here that infinitely many solutions. See here, in reduced row echelon form, we first find the pivot position. Okay, so leading entry of first row will be here at 1 1 position and leading entry of the second row will be at this 2 2 position. Okay, so from reduced row echelon form of A oblique B augmented form, the pivot positions are here. If we observe, the pivot positions are 1 1 and 2 2. These are the pivot positions. Okay, so from that the pivot columns are, we know that how to find the pivot positions and the pivot column. We are discussed that in previous lecture. Okay, leading entry, first non-zero leading entry is called the pivot position in each non-zero row. Okay, and the pivot position is present in that column is called the pivot column. So 1 1 position is present in first column and 2 2 position is present in the second column. So the pivot columns are first and second column. Okay, so and with respect to first and second column. Okay, so here from that we have to first find the pivot positions and the pivot column. Then with respect to the first and second column, that is with respect to the pivot columns. With respect to first and second columns, that is pivot columns, the variables are x2 and x1 are called basic variables. Okay, with respect to pivot columns, the variables here are x2 and x1, that are called the basic variable, and with respect to non-pivot column, the variable is called non-basic variable. It's called non-basic variable. So here x3 is a non-basic variable for this given system. Okay, x3 will be the non-basic variable. Okay, so if we have to find the infinitely many solution, then from given reduced row echelon form, we have to first find the pivot positions, and from that we have to find the pivot column, pivot positions, then pivot columns, and from that with respect to pivot columns, the variables, that is here will be x2 and x1, that variables are called basic variable, and the remaining variable, that is with respect to non-pivot column, is called the non-basic variable. Okay, or we say the non-basic variable as the free variable also. We say it as the free variable, that means we take any value of that variable from set of real number. Also called it as free variable. Free variable. Okay. So here x3 will be the free variable. x3 will be the free variable. That is, we take that is x3 is equal to, we take s where s belongs to R, that is set of real number. We have to take any free value of x3, that is variable, from set of real number, and here we know that, okay, so I say that only here, and we know that set of real number, that is R is the infinite, set real numbers are the infinite, so we have to get the infinite value of x3, and again from that if we find the value of, here we have to consider, here we have to consider the variables will be here with respect to this system, we consider the variable will be x and y, not x1 and x2. Here we have to consider the variable x and y are called the basic variable, and the non-basic variable, that is the third variable, will be the z with respect to third column. Okay, so here not the x3, here we have to consider the variable will be z, because we consider in this system the variables in the form x, y, z. Okay, so here z is equal to, we take x, s belongs to R, that is set of real number. We know that R will be the infinite set, so we can take value of z which is infinitely many. Okay, and if we take value of z which is infinitely many, from that if we put value of z in these two equations, then we have to get infinitely many value of the x and y. Suppose if we take this as equation number 1 and this as equation number 2. Okay, then next to write the value of basic variables in terms of non-basic variable, Okay, so from equation number 1 and 2, so from 1 and equation number 2, we write the value of basic variable. Here basic variable will be x and y, and non-basic variable will be z. So we write the value of x and y in terms of z. That is, from 1 we have to get x is equal to 2z plus 3. Okay, and from equation number 2 we get y is equal to minus 1 plus z. By shifting this minus to z here, and minus in equation number 2, minus z will be here. Okay, so here will be not plus 3, will be a minus 3. Okay, and also we write this minus 1 plus z as z minus 1. That is, we write the basic variable in terms of non-basic variable. Okay, and here z will be the free. That is, we take any value of z from set of real number z, and if we put that value here, then we have to get the different values of x and y. Suppose take x is equal to, take z is equal to 0. If we take z is equal to 0, then put in above equations put in above equations to get x is equal to 2 into 0 minus 3. That is, we get x is equal to minus 3 and y is equal to, here by putting z is equal to 0, we get minus 1. Okay. So we have to get the solution set x, y, z is equal to, we get value of x will be minus 3, value of y will be minus 1 and value of z we take here 0. Okay. Again, if we consider the value of x, value of z will be the different from set of real number. That is, if we take z is equal to 1. If we take z is equal to 1, then by putting in these two equations we get z is equal to 1 and put in equations in these two equations, then we will get value of x will be 2 into 1 minus 3, that is 2 minus 3, we get here minus 1. X is equal to minus 1 and we get y is equal to z minus 1, that is 1 minus 1, we get 0. Okay. So y is equal to 0, so we get the solution set is x, y, z is equal to, we have to get value of x will be minus 1, 0 and 1. Then we have to get the second solution set. Okay. So in this way we have to get the infinitely many solutions. Okay. So in this way we have to get the infinitely many solutions for the given system of equations. Okay. And we write the solution set of given system is x, y, z. Okay. These order pair triplet such that x is equal to, we get 2z minus 3, y is equal to z minus 1 comma z. Okay. Such that z belongs to R, set of real number. Then this is the solution set of the given system of equation. Okay. Here by putting value of z from set of real number, then we have to get the infinitely many solutions for the given system of equation. Okay. So in this way we use the reduced row echelon form to solve the system of equations. Okay. Then we see the next example. Okay. So see here I write the next system of equation. Okay. So from that first we have to write the matrix equation. Okay. So to write first, write matrix equation Ax is equal to b. Okay. So we write the matrix equation. We have to get, here number of equations will be 3. So we have to get 3 rows and number of variables also 3. So we have to get the 3 columns in A. So first row will be, that is the coefficient of first equation, 3 minus 4, 2. Then minus 9, 12, minus 6, 8, minus 4. Okay, this is the A matrix. Then in X we have to write the variables x1, x2 and x3 is equal to B matrix. RHS constant will be 0, 0, 0. Here B will be 0 matrix. Okay. Then from that consider the augmented matrix. Okay. So A oblique B. We have to take A and B in one matrix. Okay. So I write here 3 minus 4, 2, then minus 9, 12, minus 6, 8, minus 4, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Here we use the row echelon form. In above example we use the reduced row echelon form. Here we convert the given matrix A oblique B in the reduced row echelon form. Okay. So we write these 3 will be as it is. This is the non-zero, that is at 1, 1 position reading entry of first row will be 3. So we write will be as it is. Reduced row echelon form, if we have to convert it into reduced echelon form, then we have to always make the leading entry will be 1. But in row echelon form we can convert it into 1 also, or we write it as it is also. that is the non-zero number. Okay, so using these 3, here minus, that is below entry of the 3 will be multiple of 3. So we write this leading entry 3 will be as it is, otherwise we can make it as a 1. Okay, so using this 3 we have to make the below entry will be 0. For that we use the row operation, making minus 3 minus 9 as a 0. We use the row operation R2 plus 3 R1, and for making this minus 3 we use the row operation R2 plus 3 into 3 we get 9, minus 9 plus 9 0, and for this minus 6 we use the row operation R3 plus 2 into R1. Okay, so we have to get the new augmented form. First row will be as it is 3 minus 4 2 with respect to 0. Okay, minus 9 we write here the row operation minus 9 plus 3 into 3. Okay, we get 0. Okay, then second entry of R2 row will be, second row will be 12 plus 3 into 4. Again we get here 0. Then minus 6 plus 3 into 2. Again we have to get here 0. That is, we have to get all the entries will be 0, 0, 0, and here will be 0. So this will be also 0. 0 with respect to 3, 0 will get 0. Then for the second row, entry of R3 row will be minus 6 plus 2 into 3. We have to get 0. Then next entry will be 8 plus 2 into minus 4. Again we have to get 0. Then next entry will be minus 4 plus 2 into 2. Again we have to get 0. That is, again we have to get the third row will be 0. Okay, so 0, 0, 0 and 0. Okay, so here we have to get the 2 row, third and second row will be totally 0. So that is, we have to get only one row will be non-zero. So this is the row echelon form. And if we have to convert this into the reduced row echelon form, then we have to only make these 3 as a 1 by using the row operation. But here we write this form will be as it is, and using that form we rewrite the system. Okay, so by rewriting the system, rewrite system of equations. Okay, by rewriting system of equation we have to get 3x1 minus 4x2 plus 2x3 is equal to 0. Second and third row will be 0. So we have to get these equations will be 0. That is, 0x1, 0x3 is equal to 0. 0 is equal to 0. So we have to get, using this we have to get only one equation. Okay, we have to get number of equations will be equal to 1, and here the number of variables will be equal to 3. That is, the number of equation is less than the number of variables. Then again we have to get the system has infinitely many solutions. Okay, so the system get the infinitely many solutions. Then we find the basic variable and the non-basic variable. Okay, so for that, first to find the pivot position. So from row echelon form, pivot position is, here we have to get only one pivot position, that is the 1, 1. So pivot position is 1, that is, we get the pivot column is first column. Okay, so with respect to variable of pivot column is x1. Okay, so x1 is called the basic variable. Okay, so we get here x1 is the basic variable, and the remaining variables, that is x2 and x3 are the non-basic variables. Okay, we called it as the non-basic variable with respect to non-pivot columns. Okay, then in next step we have to write the value of basic variable in terms of non-basic variable. So we take it as number 1. Then from equation number 1, from 1 we write x1, that is 3x1 is equal to, we get by shifting in RHS, this becomes a plus 4x2 minus 2x3. Okay, again by simplifying that, the value of x1, because here we have to get only one basic, that is x1, and two non-basic variable, because we have to get here only one equation. Okay, so x1 is equal to, we get divided by 3, x2 minus 2 divided by 3, x3. Okay, so here we have to get the two non-basic variable and one basic variable. Okay, and we write the value of basic variable in terms of non-basic variable. So we take here x2 is equal to s and x3 is equal to t, where x and t, not s, x, here s and t we take set from the set of real number, and by choosing here values of s and t different from r, we have to get the different values of x1. Okay, we have to get different values of x2, x3. If we choose different value of x2, x3 from set of real number, then we have to get the value of x1 is different. That is, in this way we have to get the infinitely many solutions. Okay, so if we take s is equal to 0 and t is equal to 0 belongs to r, then we have to get value of x2 will be 0, x3 will be 0. So by putting in equation number, this equation, from that we have to get x1 is equal to also 0. So we have to get the solution is 0, 0, 0, which is the one solution. Again by if we take x1 is equal, x2 is equal to x3 is equal to 1. If we take both the variables, value of will be 1 from r, then from that we have to get value of x1 is equal to 4 divided by 3 by putting x2, x3 1 minus 2 divided by 3, 4 minus 2 will be 2 divided by 3. So we have to get x1 is equal to 2 divided by 3. Okay, that is, to get the next solution is, for the given system is, so we have to get the next solution will be value of x1 2 divided by 3 1 1 is the next solution. Okay, so in this way we have to get the infinitely many solutions. Okay, so from that we write the solution set. So we have to get the solution set is value of x1, x2, x3 or triplet, such that value of x1 will be equal to, from the equation, given equation here. Okay, x1 is equal to 4 divided by 3, x2 minus 2 by 3, x3. Okay, where x2 comma x2 x3, where x2 comma x3 belongs to set of real number r. Okay, in this way we have to get the solution set, and this is the infinite set. Okay, so in this way we find the solution by Toyikala form. Okay, then we see the next example. So here I write this next system of equation. So from that, again first we have to write the matrix equation. Okay, so matrix equation for given system of equation is, given system of equations is Ax is equal to b. Ax is equal to b. We write that equation. Okay, so A matrix will be 1, number of rows will be 3, so we have to get number of, here number of equation will be 3, so number of rows in A will be 3. So first row will be 1, 1, 1, then next row will be 1, minus 1, 2, then third row will be 2, 3, minus 1. Okay, variables are here 3, x1, x2 and x3, and the B matrix, column matrix, which contains 4, 3, 6. Okay, consider again the augmented matrix. Consider A oblique B, that is the augmented matrix. Okay, so by considering this matrix, again we rewrite in one form A and B in one matrix. Okay, 1 minus 1 2, 2, 3 minus 1. Okay, here 4, 3, 6. Okay, then we have to reduce this B, that is the augmented matrix is either in the row echelon form or the reduced row echelon form. Here we reduce the given matrix into the reduced row echelon form. Okay, augmented matrix. Okay, so for that, if we observe here at 1 position already 1 is a present, so we write this will be as it is, and using this 1 we have to make this 1 and 2 as a 0. Okay, so for making this 1 and 2 as a 0, we have to use the row operation R2 minus R1 and R3 minus 2 R1. Okay, so using this row operation we have to get the next matrix. First row will be as it is 1 1 1, respect to entry of B will be 4. Okay, then using this row operation R2 minus R1 on R2 row, 1 minus 1 will be 0. Okay, then minus 1 we get minus 2. Then 2 minus 1 will be 1. Then 3 minus 4 will be minus 1. And using this row operation on R3 row, we have to get 2 minus 2 into 1 will be 0. And the next entry we write here the operation 3 minus 2 into 1. 3 minus 2 will be 1. Okay. Then next entry will be minus 1. Then minus 2 with respect to entry of R1 row will be 1. So minus 1 minus 2 we get here minus 3, and the next entry will be 6. So 6 minus 2 into 4. So 6 minus 2 into 4, 8. 6 minus 8 we get here minus 2. So we have to get the entries are 1, 3 minus 2. Okay. So here we make the leading below of the entries of the leading entry, that is 1 and 2 as 0 by using this row operation. Then if we observe, then in second row we have to get the next leading entry will be here minus 2. Okay, so we have to make first this minus 2 as a 1, and using this we have to make this leading entry below and above entries will be 0. So we use the row operation minus 1 by 2 R2. So we have to get here 1 1 1 4 first row as it is, then 0 minus 1. Okay, we use here minus 1 by 2, so this becomes a 1. Okay, then here we get minus 1 by 2, and here also minus minus plus we have to get 1 divided by 2. Okay, then third row as it is 0 1 3 minus 2. Okay, then we have to use this 1 to make this and this as 0. That is the above and below entry of the leading entry will be 0. So we use the row operation R1 minus R2 and R3 minus R2. So we have to get the row. First row will be 1 minus 0 1, then 1 minus 1 0, then 1. Here we write 1 minus minus 1 by 2, that is 1 plus 1 by 2. 1 plus 1 by 2 we have to get 2, that is 3 by 2. 2 plus 1 will be 3. Okay, then next entry will be here 4 minus 1 by 2. 4 into 2 is 8. 8 minus 1 we have to get here 7 divided by 2. Okay, then the second row will be as it is. So 0 1 minus 1 divided by 2, 1 divided by 2. And the third row gets changes using this row operation R3 minus R2. So 0 minus 0, here we get 0, 1 minus 1 0, then next entry will be 3. So 3 is minus minus plus 3 plus 1 by 2. 3 into 2 is 4 plus 1 will be 5 divided by 2. Okay, then next entry will be here minus 2. So minus 2 minus 1 by 2. Again minus 4 plus, sorry, minus 4 minus 1 we get here minus 5 divided by 2. Okay, so we have to get again third row will be the non-zero row, and the leading entry of third row will be this. Again we have to make this as a 1. So we use the row operation R2 by 5 R3. Okay, so we have to get the matrix. First row as it is 1 0 3 divided by 2, respect to entry of B will be 7 by 2. Second row again as it is 0 1 minus 1 by 2, here 1 by 2. Okay, then 0 0 1 by dividing 2 by 5, and here we have to get minus 1. Okay, multiplying 2 by 5, not dividing. Okay, and okay, so we have to make here will be 1. Using this 1, we have to next step we have to make the entries above of the leading entry, because in third row leading entry will be this. So using this 1, we have to make this as 0. For that we use the row operation. For R1 row, R1 minus 3 by 2 R3 and R2 plus 1 by 2 R3. Okay, so first row gets changes. 1 minus 3 by 2 into 0, so 1. Then the next entry will be 0 with respect to R3 entry will be 0, so it will be 0. Then 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2 we get here 0, and the last entry changes to 7 by 2 minus 3 by 2 into minus 1. So minus minus plus 7 by 2 plus 3 by 2. 7 plus 3, 10. 10 divided by 2. That is we have to get here 5. Okay. Then second row 0, 0 plus 1 by 2 into 0. We get 0. Okay. Then 1 plus 1 by 2 into 0, 1. Then minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 into 1, we get 0. Okay, then next entry will be 1 by 2 plus 2 into minus 1 plus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2, we get here again 0. Okay, then third row will be 0, 0, 1 and minus 1 will be as it is. So we have to get, this is the new A augment oblique B, that is augmented, reduced augmented matrix. Then we rewrite system, okay, of equation, system of equation. Here we have to get the 3 rows. If we have to get 3 non-zero rows, and if we convert the given augmented matrix to the reduced row echelon form, then from that we have to get directly the solution, because here if we rewrite system, then we have to get here x1 plus 0 x2 plus 0 x3 is equal to 5, that is x1 is equal to 5, x2 will be 0, x3 will be minus 1, that is directly the solution. Okay, so which is the reduced row echelon form, because we have to get the identity matrix directly. Okay, rewriting system we get directly here value of x1 is equal to 5, then x2 is equal to 0, and last equation 0x1 plus 0x2 plus x3, that is x3 is equal to, we get minus 1, 5 0 minus 1, that is the given system of equation has a unique solution. Here we have to get the unique solution. Okay, because here by reducing it into the reduced row echelon form, again we have to get the 3 equation, and the number of variables is also the 3, so we have to get the unique solution directly. Okay, so in this way we solve the given system of equation by using the row echelon form or the reduced row echelon. To get the unique solution, finitely many solutions, or the no solution of the given system of equations. Okay, so today we will stop here. Thank you.